The Caramel Secret. On the edge of a quiet town stood an old candy shop that had been abandoned for years. But one day, its display windows lit up with a warm, inviting glow, and a sign appeared on the door: sweets to satisfy any craving. Curious townsfolk peeked inside, drawn by the sight of perfectly arranged rows of colorful lollipops, caramel apples, and chocolate truffles that seemed almost too good to be true. The shopkeeper, a silent figure in a pristine apron and an odd rubbery mask, never spoke a word. He simply gestured toward the displays, encouraging customers to take what they wanted. People left with their bags full, raving about the extraordinary flavors of the candy. At first, everyone was thrilled until the strange incidents began. One woman looked into her bathroom mirror and saw her reflection blur, as though her image were dissolving. A man began losing track of days and couldn't remember his own schedule. Children reported waking at night to faint whispers, despite their rooms being empty. An uneasy tension gripped the town as these odd occurrences grew more frequent. Determined to uncover the truth, a boy named Tom sneaked into the candy shop after closing time. Inside, the place seemed even more inviting than by day, the rich scent of caramel almost overwhelming. But as Tom wandered deeper, he noticed something strange. A door at the back of the shop marked confectionery room. Pushing it open, he stepped into a dimly lit space filled with long metal tables. Instead of candies, he saw glowing, translucent spheres resting on the surfaces. They pulsed faintly with a light that seemed alive. Tom leaned closer and realized that within each orb was something moving, shadows that shifted and swirled. He reached out to touch one, but as his fingers brushed its surface, a deep, resonant whisper filled the room, and the orb began to tremble. Tom's heart raced. He backed away as the door to the room swung shut on its own. He turned to run, but the shopkeeper stood in his path, silent as ever, his masked face giving no clues. Slowly, the shopkeeper raised a hand and pointed to one of the glowing spheres, as if offering it to Tom. When Tom refused, the room seemed to grow darker, the whispering intensifying until it was a deafening roar. With no other option, Tom bolted past the shopkeeper, the whispers chasing him all the way out into the street. He never looked back. By the time he reached home, the shop was dark again, its windows lifeless. The next day, it was gone entirely, as though it had never existed. But those who had tasted the candy still spoke of strange dreams, blurred memories, and eerie whispers that lingered in their minds. Tom never told anyone what he saw, but every time he passed the empty lot where the shop had once been, he felt an unsettling sweetness in the air, and the faintest murmur of a voice calling out to him.